What happens when the cheater becomes the hero? When you're forced to memorize lines of codes and graphs to get a job, it's only a matter of time before someone builds an AI to fake the whole thing. Roy Lee was your typical overachiever, Columbia student, Leetcode grinder, cello-playing debate kid. Until he got suspended for building a tool that let you cheat during job interviews. It was called InterviewCoder.
But now things are quite different. And so you ended up using this service called InterviewCoder and got an offer from Amazon. And then instead of accepting it, you posted a video on YouTube of the actual process of using your tool to hoodwink the Amazon guys.
Then, after a few months, they expanded to become Cluely. And Cluely made cheating on everything easy. Within weeks of his suspension, Roy had raised $5.3 million, hit nearly $5 million in ARR, and rebranded as a startup playboy with a taste for chaos. In his own words,
I was a pretty wild kid. I got in a lot of trouble. I was pretty smart. I think I was pretty good at math. I did a bit of math competition when I was younger. I was on like the debate team. I played some cello. I love girls. You know, every year I had a new girlfriend. Yeah, my mom made me do a lot of studying, but I hated studying. I was always trying to go out and like have fun, play with my friends. I've always been very competitive when I was a kid. I have an older brother who's 2 years older than me. And I always wanted to be like smarter than him. I always wanted to do better at school than him. I'm always trying to win. I'm trying to be Chungin Roy Lee at everything, you know.
That competitiveness turned into obsession, topping Leetcode global rankings. But he wasn't enjoying it, he was exposing it. He realized, this is not good for anybody. So he built the cheating tool, recorded himself using it in an Amazon interview. He got the job, but here's the thing. Roy wasn't interested in getting hired. That's a weird thing to say, especially for people unemployed right now. So he did what every founder does. He shared how he cheated his way there. The post goes viral, got kicked out from Columbia, drops out from school amidst all the drama. But then, he kept building. To some, Roy is the tech bro joker. To others, he's Robin Hood with a marketing strategy. His videos? Millions of views. His mantra? F*** Leetcode, just use Cluely.
What is Cluely at the high level?
Cluely is an AI assistant that sees what you see, hears what you hear, and gives you live assistance without you having to prompt it. It's helpful for meetings, sales calls, interviews, and it's also invisible to screen share. So anytime you want to use AI without anybody knowing that you're using AI, use Cluely.
He wasn't just gaming the system, he was performing it. He even said,
I think people on Twitter are a very unique type of people. They love controversy, they love drama, they love attention, and they love to either dog on people or watch people get dogged on. I think every single time you tweet something, if you don't think half the people in the world would feel very negative about this, then it's probably not going to be viral as a tweet. All of your tweets that you're planning on making go viral, they need to have a very strong controversial twist that makes people pause and be like, what the fuck?
his virality was planned, strategic, tweet engineered to get people talking.
If anything, I've learned that I need to become crazier online so that people will keep funneling attention towards the core product.
But every empire invites rebellion. That's where Patrick Shen comes in. He's another Columbia kid, another tech bro looking to build something for this world. But this time, he builds a tool to catch Roys. It's called Truly. Damn, the name is even similar. Just a change in the first character.
Hey, I'm Patrick. I'm excited to announce Truly, the anti-Cluely, the software tool to monitor your business calls and interviews to know if you're talking to a real person.
This is an open source tool that listens to your calls and flags if you're talking to an AI. Patrick posted it to X. It got mixed responses. On one side, you've got people cheering Patrick on, and on the other hand, we've got people saying this. Bro, I ain't downloading stuff for any job. I believe this comes from how many steps it takes to get this thing to work. But here's the twist. They're not entirely wrong. Truly is filling a gap in the market. So is Cluely. That's the point. Roy's philosophy is simple.
Steve Jobs and Elon Musk are very cool in that everyone has a strong opinion about them. Whether it's good or bad, everyone has something to say about Elon Musk, and I think that's really cool. We're all gonna die eventually, and nobody's gonna remember us in 1,000 years. I might as well be remembered as strongly as possible for the time that I'm here.
The hiring process is broken. Candidates are screened by AI, rejected by AI, ghosted by AI. So why not fight fire with Cluely? Kagehiro, founder of Locked-in AI, said it best. Everyone's quick to call out cheating, but everyone's already cheating. Cluely isn't just a tool, it's a performance. And Roy? He's a smart dude who knows how to play his role perfectly. He's not here to fix tech hiring. He's here to expose it, profit from it, then possibly change the direction it's headed. So now we're here. Cluely versus Truly. Cheat versus check. Chaos versus control. But it's not a cage match. Not yet. When Patrick publicly dropped Truly's waitlist, Roy's reply wasn't to beef. It was surprisingly wholesome. This is awesome. If there's any unsolicited advice I could give, it is that internally, Cluely is shifting away from advertising the undetectability as a core feature and, due to legal constraints, we will likely start prompting our users to be much more transparent about usage. Very excited to see some other Columbia builders though. And big congrats on the launch. If you guys ever want to pull up to the HQ and talk with me, Neil, and Alex, hit me up, this is sick. Instead of conflict, we got camaraderie. Patrick's response? Awesome, would love to meet up with you sometime. It's less Batman versus Joker, more Lex Luthor meeting Tony Stark over Boba. Collaboration isn't off the table. It's not just two apps, it's two worldviews, and both are growing. I'll be honest, Roy's not evil. He's honest in a way that's rare. He knows the rules are broken, so he's breaking them harder. Patrick? He's not the only one who thought of creating something like this. In fact, during the research for this video, I came across similar tools like Patrick's with the same promise.
I am tired of seeing Cluely absolutely everywhere, so I built a tool to remove Cluely from YouTube.
And Patrick might be the one who brings the mirror. But mirrors crack too. So here's the question. If everyone cheats, is it still cheating?
Meanwhile, in the real world, while Roy and Patrick are out here recreating the social network with cheat codes and surveillance scripts, WAP's just quietly becoming the OS of the internet hustle. On July 14th, Believe made a public announcement with their partnership to WAP creators, can now launch a coin for their community directly from their WAP page. With communities being the heartbeat of any project, WAP has become the go-to platform for building and centralizing them. They plan to roll out integrations that will let creators add real utility to their coins, like token-gated WAPs and more. They're still in their testing phase, so we'll see how this plays out. Next up, WAP engineer Michael, who's @_Michael Cole, drops a huge QOL feature. Behind the scenes? Sure, but real ones know? These are the updates that grease the rails. You ever feel a tool just gets smoother overnight? That's this. Shout out to the unsung devs making WAP better while the discourse is still stuck on AI cheat codes. But that's not the crazy part. University of South Carolina is now on WAP. Even ever most universities prefer hosting their communities natively, so it's cool to see some shifts happening. With so many distractions on the internet, will this move make a difference in the learning experience? So here we are. Roy built a tool that lets you cheat, Patrick built one to call it out, and WAP? WAP just built 3 new ways to keep going, with or without a CS degree, a dorm, or a personal manifesto. This week's moral?
You don't have to pick a side in the cheat versus check war, just keep building. And if you're lucky, you'll build something people talk about. But make it meaningful.